Hello everyone, today we're looking at this 2004 Blazer. Specifically, we're going to look at the MAF sensor located right here on the driver's side of the engine bay. Right here, we have the signal wire, the ground, and the power supply.
The diagram of our sensor plug. A is over here, which is our MAP sensor signal. B is our black lead, which is our ground, and then C is the pink one, which is the ignition 1 volt. Alright, this is a diagram of our MAP sensor. Right here is our 5 volt reference signal that flows in. Here's our ground. This is our 12 volt ignition source. And then this is the heated element within the sensor.
Here we have the Hertz signal that's coming out of our mass airflow sensor. And we're going to see what happens to the signal as I give the vehicle more throttle. What's happening there is as the RPM and the airflow into the engine increases, you're getting more flow through this sensor and it's raising the Hertz reading, telling the PCM that there is more air going into the engine.
The sensor is a heated filament MAP sensor, so what it does is it uses your incoming intake air temperature to base off how hot the filament should actually be, and that's 165 degrees above incoming air temperature. So as more air rushes over that filament, it cools it down, causing current to actually increase to keep that filament the same temperature, and then the PCM uses that current to then judge how much air is coming into the engine. MAP sensor with the 12 volt test light, it is lighting up a little bit, no change in RPM, reading the circuit. When I go to unplug it, however, the engine stalls momentarily and then kicks on and runs at a consistent RPM.
Alright, we're back here on the 04 Chevy Blazer and we're looking at the MAP sensor. It is located under the throttle body, kind of on the passenger side of the vehicle, and looking at the wire colors, starting at the firewall side with the gray wire, that is your 5 volt reference wire that goes back to the PCM with your MAP reading. The green wire in the middle there is your ground wire, and the orange wire is the low reference wire.
Here we have the MAP sensor in a wiring diagram. Again, so here's our MAP sensor. Orange is low reference, gray is 5 volt reference, and then our green wire is our ground wire. The on and the engine off, we're reading 4.82 volts, which is what makes sense because we're at atmospheric pressure.
Here we can see the idle vacuum and the idle voltage for the MAP sensor, and as the RPM of the engine changes, so does the output voltage of the MAP sensor.